Have you ever worked on sheets full of phone numbers and realized that none of them look the same? Some have country codes, some don't. Some have brackets and others dashes. So, how do you bring order to that chaos without losing your mind? In this video, I'll show you how a single regular expression can clean it up and make every phone number look perfectly formatted. Let's dive in and make it happen. I'm going to show you two examples. The first one is on formatting the Indian cell phone numbers, where we convert different formats into two groups of 5 numbers each, as displayed in column C. And similarly, converting the numbers in a US format with brackets and hyphen, again as displayed in column C. Let's start with the Indian phone numbers first. So the first step will be to remove space and dashes. I will use the regex replace function. The first parameter is text, which is the number in the cell B2. The next parameter is the pattern that you want to replace. Here, we will keep the digits and the plus sign and remove everything else. So the pattern we will write will be, let's start with the quotation marks, open square bracket and add the caret symbol. Caret means other than, followed by \d and a plus sign. This expression means everything else other than \d, which means digits, that is 0 to 9, or the plus symbol. The next parameter is replacement. So we will replace the pattern, which is everything other than the digits and plus, with nothing. For nothing, we can give a pair of double quotes. As I copy the formula, you'll see the spaces and hyphens have been cleared. Now let's move to the next step, where we are going to get rid of the country code and split the number into two groups of 5 digits. We will start with regex replace again. This time, for the first parameter text, it is the partially cleaned up number we've got. For the next parameter pattern, I'm going to break this number into 3 parts. The first part is the country code, which could be +91 or 0091. Double quotes, caret, open bracket for the first part, backslash plus for the plus literal, followed by a question mark, which means 0 or more instances of a plus. This is because some of the phone numbers don't have a plus symbol. Followed by a \d for digits, that is 0 to 9. 0, 4 in curly brackets means up to 4 numbers following. So this will work for 0, 0091 as well as +91. In front of this entire expression for the first part, we will add a question mark. This means 0 or more occurrences of this pattern. We need to make it optional as some of the numbers don't have this pattern. Brackets open for the second part. Here all we have to do is identify a group of exact 5 digits. So I will write \d for number 0 to 9 followed by 5 in curly brackets. Close the bracket for the second part and repeat this pattern for the third part, as even that is a group of 5 digits. After this, I will add a dollar symbol, meaning the end of the string. The dollar symbol captures groups that are included in the parenthesis. The next parameter is replacement. We will replace the existing text as part 2 and part 3, which are two group of 5 digits each. Open quotes, $2 and $3, which means part 2, a space, and part 3. And that is it. If I copy this, we get the clean version of all the numbers. If you want to write it in one formula, then you can just merge these two functions. Let me quickly show you how. I will copy the formula from the cell E2 to the cell C2 and replace the value D2 with the formula in the cell D2. And if I copy, I get the same result. Now let's move to the US phone number formatting example. The first step is exactly the same. So we will move to the next step. This is going to be very similar. Regex replace. Text is D2. For the patterns, we will create 4 parts here. The first one is with the country code of +1 or 001. The second pattern is the city code, example 205. The third pattern is the 123 and the fourth pattern is the 4567. The pattern is going to be in exactly the same line as the Indian number. Caret, open bracket, \+ followed by a question mark, which means 0 or more occurrences of a plus symbol. I will follow it up with up to 3 digits by writing \d with a 0,3 in curly brackets. Close the bracket for part 1 and add a question mark for 0 or more occurrences, as not all numbers have the country code. Open bracket for the next part. The next part is 3 digits, which we can write as \d with a 3 in curly brackets. Close brackets. Repeat the whole thing for the third part, as that is also a group of 3 digits. And similarly, repeat this for part 4 with one change, that the fourth part contains 4 digits. Add a dollar symbol for the end of string. Let's move to the next parameter, replacement. And now we will write a pattern as second part in brackets, space followed by part 3, dash and part 4. Close the bracket and we get the answer. If we copy to other rows, we get the result. So that's it. These are 2 examples of taking a pattern and replacing it with a pattern of your choice. I have a few more videos on regular expressions and I will leave the link for them in the description. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you'd like to learn more about Excel and Power BI, consider subscribing our channel, Analytics Success. Thanks for watching.